Hello, Proppers. Welcome back to part 10 of our full samurai armor build. Today we'll be working on the Suneate, or the leg protector. We'll start off by making a paper template that will be used to cut out the Suneate from 4mm EVA foam. The first parts of the template will be for the wider upper thigh section of the Suneate. The top of these sections will start at 10 inches, then taper down to 8 inches. This part will be taped to the lower section, which will be 8 inches by 17 inches long. The completed rough template will be sectioned off into 3 pieces, center, left, and right. But first we'll mark out the outer curvature and taper down the lower section to 5 inches. A curvature detail is marked out on the upper section and then cut out with the X-Acto knife. Curved contours are then cut out on the outer edges of the lower section of the Suneate. To ensure symmetry, the template is folded in half before cutting the contours out from the other side of the Suneate. The template is then cut into 3 sections before transferring it onto 4mm EVA foam. This will help accentuate the curvature detailing. Once again, to ensure symmetry, the template is folded in half and the contour lines from one half is transferred to the other with puncture holes. I created a second template just to have an untaped one for future projects. The template for this project will be cut into 3 sections, then cut out in duplicate out of 4mm EVA foam. After a surprise visit from FedEx, I have a new supply of my HD foam from Steve K, SKS Props. The template pieces are marked out and cut out of 4mm EVA foam, then mirrored for the other leg. The pieces are well placed to get the most efficient use out of my HD foam. To ensure that the pieces are attached in their proper position, the orientation is marked out on the foam. You may notice I didn't apply registration marks to the template pieces. They weren't necessary for this particular project because I'll be starting from the straight edge on the bottom. With all the pieces carefully cut, I'll connect the edges with contact cement. It will be much easier and a lot less messier to use instant glue, but I've yet to find one that works properly. But I haven't given up. I'm still on the hunt for a quality instant glue. If any of you have had success with one and would like to share it with me, you can put it in the comments section. I'm also looking for a quality applicator for the contact cement. The pieces are carefully connected, lining up with the bottom straight edge. Connecting the outer edges first will lower the amount of sanding you'll have to do on the seams later. While connecting the rest of the seam, I stretch in an inner curvature. After both legs are completed, any rough edges on the seams are sanded down with the Dremel rotary tool. Any gaps in the seams that you're not happy with can be filled in with foam clay. The pieces are then attached to Toyotomi's leg to find out the length and position of the attachment straps. We'll be using the same buckled Velcro straps used in other parts of this build. To lock in the curvature, strips of 4mm EVA foam will be contact cemented into position. The strips are attached while holding the foam pieces in position. After fully setting, the foam clay is sanded smooth. The pieces are then taken through my 3-step painting process using black Plasti Dip, red oxide primer, and Cabernet Red. Before attaching the straps, I'll be cutting strips of my pre-colored self-adhesive foam to add a contrasting border. I purchased this Fiskars fabric cutter thinking it might be good for foam, but the blade doesn't go far down enough, it only scores the foam, so I'll have to find a way to retrofit it. For now, it's back to the old X-Acto knife. Until I can find a way to retrofit the blade on my Fiskars fabric cutter, I'll use it as a straight edge. With the painting completed and the contrasting border attached, I can mark out the holes for the stitching pattern. To create the 2 rows of X stitching pattern down the length of the seams, we'll use my 3-part method of first the needle, then the USB soldering iron, then the drill. If you're coming in fresh for this particular part of our full samurai armor build, I suggest you watch some of the older videos to see in full detail the stitching pattern. At this point in the build, this is a great time for you to pause the video, go back and press that like button, subscribe to the channel, and press that bell notification so you'll know when each segment of this great build is completed. At the end of the stitching, the lacing is secured with instant glue. With the lacing completed, we can now attach the buckled Velcro straps. The straps will be attached with instant glue. To reinforce the strap connection, strips of 4mm foam will be contact cemented over the top. After a little touch-up painting, the Suneate is attached to Toyotomi's legs. This marks the end of this segment of my full samurai armor build, but we're not done yet. We'll be finalizing this build with the kogake, or the armored footwear. We'll also have to make his short sword, or the wakizashi. Stay tuned, press that like button, press the bell notification, so you'll know exactly when we can get this thing all wrapped up. And as always, thanks for watching. I really appreciate your support.